welcome to Introduction to Ikebana. I'm Erfurt Fenton, and I'll be your teacher for this 5-lesson course. First, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Ikebana itself. It's an art form that originated in Japan about 1500 years ago, and originally Ikebana was to be put in little niches in Buddhist altars. And you'll learn a little bit more about why that's important later to the positioning of the flowers, but for now that's all you need to know as part of its history. And then as the years progressed, it became more of an art form for individual people at home, and then several schools evolved, including Sogetsu, Ikenobo, and Ohara, and the Wafu school, which is the school I'll be teaching. I am a certified teacher in Wafu Ikebana. I'll tell you a little bit more about me later. And so Wafu school itself has been around for about 100 years. And if you go to the Wafu website, which I'll tell you about later, you'll be able to read an introduction and also see some arrangements. So Wafu is less rigid or strict or formal than some of the other schools. The motto is, arrange flowers that you like suitably in a container you like. So that gives you a lot of leeway for personal expression, more so than some of the other schools. And the suitably part of that is key, because you do have to follow the basic rules, but you also, once you learn them, have some leeway to make your arrangements more personal. And another philosophy of the Wafu school is that we like to have things look very natural, like you were just walking down a path in the woods and came upon an arrangement. Now it is stylized, but it is a formalized version of nature. So you'll see, for example, here that the rushes are growing upright like they grow in nature, and the flowers are growing upright. So we don't do a lot of manipulation of the materials like some of the other schools. Let's see. I will tell you a little bit about me. I've been studying Wafu Ikebana for about 25 years. I do have an advanced teacher's degree, and I've taught many classes, but not too many online. So this is a good learning experience for me too. And for this class, there's this introduction plus 5 hands-on lessons, and it will be on Facebook. I have taught a class on Facebook before, and it worked pretty well. So what will happen is I'll do a demo arrangement live on video, and then you will use your own flowers and make your own arrangement, post a picture of it, and I'll critique that online. So you'll be able to see my comments on your arrangement and my suggestions, and you'll also be able to see my comments on everybody else's arrangement in the class. So I've found that even though I've been studying for more than 20 years, I often learn just as much from watching other students do their arrangements as I do from my sensei. So that it'll be part of the classes that you'll get to see everyone else's work. And also on the Facebook page, you'll be able to ask questions if you have them. Ask them in writing and I'll answer them. So what you'll need for your class is some Ikebana scissors. And these are special ones that actually cost quite a bit, and you're welcome to buy these, but I find a lot of beginners do just fine with garden pruning shears. So you might want to start out with that, and I'll give some info on the Facebook page on where to order various supplies, so I don't need to go into detail now. You'll also need just a small kitchen bowl, because we'll be cutting flower stems underwater to help keep them fresh. You'll need a bowl or vase that's probably around this size, maybe 12 inches across, not something really small. But again, choose your own vase. If you don't have one or can't find one, just a casserole dish will work fine. Just something with at least 2 inches for water. And one of the most important things is a kenzan or pin frog. So again, I'll provide ordering information for that. But that is the little spikes that you stick the flowers in to hold them. And let's see, okay, here's an important part of it, is flowers. Now that might be one of the hardest things for you to find in COVID times, and with winter coming on. A lot of people are able to use flowers from their own yard, so that is one source if you have flowers, or knock on your neighbor's door, see if you can use some of their flowers. A lot of flower stores are opening back up, I've found, so that's another source. Also, supermarkets often have a florist if you go out or can order online, and just anywhere you can scrounge them, basically. I have been known to find some of my best branches just on yard waste nights when people put out their yard waste on the curb. So be creative. You kind of have to these days. There was a Sugetsu master, Sugetsu Ikebana school, who was asked, well, what would you do if you couldn't find any flowers, if you were just out in the desert and there was nothing but dirt? And he said, I'd arrange the dirt. So keep that in mind, hopefully not literally, but just do what you can to find flowers. After this intro, you'll have 2 weeks to get all your materials, because you may have to get some mail order. And I'll also on the Facebook page put an assignment for you to go to the Wafu Ikebana website and just learn a little bit about this school and look at some of the hundreds of arrangements that are on there for inspiration. Okay, thanks. I'll see you soon.